I now pronounce you husband and wife. Choose your soulmate well so your marriage will last. Check this out. Choose your life mate carefully. From this one decision, you will achieve 90% of your overall happiness or your misery. Be your mate's best friend. Get out and do things. Never forget your anniversary. Guys, she won't. Never walk out on a quarrel with your mate. Choose someone who will help make the marriage work and not create a bunch of strife and drama. Ugh. Choose someone who is slow to anger. Choose someone who lives life passionately like you. Not boring. Choose someone who will be a good mother or a good father. Here are a few quick thoughts about the wedding ceremony and a few tips on overcoming a little potential wedding BS, such as your wedding should be a joyous occasion, not a financial nightmare. Don't get caught up in spending too much money on your wedding. Save some of that for the honeymoon, yes, or a down payment on a house you both want. You know, the wedding is going to come and it's going to go. Then the work sets in. Spend a little bit, yeah. You know, I'll tell you something. I know someone, she had a beautiful wedding. It was under $10,000. It was in the wine country up in Northern California. I think there was about 50 people that were invited. I don't remember the exact number. It was a gorgeous day, gorgeous wedding, gorgeous dining, dinner, drinks, the whole thing, music, under 10 grand. Now, I don't know your budget, but just remember, keep your money. The focus is on the marriage, not the wedding per se. I'm speaking from a financial standpoint. You know, these people who want to spend god-awful amount of money on a wedding, just be careful, you know, that you don't go into debt. And there's something else to be said, that the more money, the more extravagant the wedding, the greater the chances of divorce. It's just something I read and something I've seen and heard a lot about. So just be mindful, you know. Enjoy yourselves on your special occasion while remaining grounded. Don't let your emotions run too far from reality. After the honeymoon is over, so will the fairy tale, per se. Be prepared, because life will eventually return to normal, and then you'll be living the dream. And who said that the honeymoon has to end? True, it doesn't. Try not to get distracted with all the preparations. Don't let all the commotion of planning your wedding day overwhelm you. Your common sense and your ability to communicate with each other. Watch for bickering, little arguments, and tiny, pointless finger-pointing sessions. Both of you need to listen to each other during this planning stages. You're both stars in your own new roles. And a little side note, I was at a wedding helping the night before, and it was a wedding that was held at a home, backyard, seating probably like 30 to 50 people. The bride was drinking too much. She was going into a little bit of a fit. She was saying stuff you just don't want to hear. Well, maybe we should just call off the wedding. You know, we don't have to do this. And I'm like, okay, let's get you into the car and back to the hotel where you can take a nice bath and relax, and we'll see you tomorrow. I went out back where the guys were hanging out, and the groom, to be, said, anybody want to go to Vegas tonight? And I'm like, wait a minute, aren't you supposed to go to Vegas like last week or next week? Or what? Is this wedding going to take place? So just be mindful of the alcohol and the drinking and tensions. Just relax. Be calm throughout the whole thing as best you can. Avoid the hype. Invite a few close and wonderful friends and the parents to share in this very special occasion, to share in the wonderful celebration of heart and soul. Downsize your plans if it makes it easier or more affordable to manage this wedding. It's the day that makes it everlasting, not the glitz and the glamour and all the shimmering and all the bling bling. No, of course you want pictures, yes, that give you memories to cherish. What else do you really need? I kind of picture the perfect wedding maybe at some kind of cliff-side location, maybe overlooking the ocean, and you've got maybe, 10, 15, 20, 30 people there. Not too many, because when it's all over, who knows, you might want to go somewhere or something. But the wedding takes place as the sun sets, and your vows are said, and then you both kiss after saying I do when the sun is setting. It depends on the day you want to do it, the time of the day, etc. But the point is, it's really a small moment in time for you and your spouse to be. So cherish that moment with them, and don't be stripped of that and have that moment in time diluted by all the hundreds and thousands of guests that you've invited. Forget that. It's a moment between the two of you, your parents, your siblings, some friends, and that's it. You can always have parties after the wedding. Hey, why not? Invite some friends that couldn't make it to the actual wedding, relive the wedding ceremony at a clubhouse or somebody's house, or go to different houses and party and celebrate. Keep the wedding celebration ongoing. Watch out for postal bride depression, also known as honeymoon hangover. Reality sets in. You miss the bling and the excitement. Well, soon you'll be back on track and remembering that the wedding represented a new start in life for both of you. You're still the same great couple, the same great people. That has not changed. It's just the day after, the week after, the month after, and every single day, relive that moment when you said, I do, you said your vows, you walked down that aisle, you took those pictures. Relive those moments day in and day out. That's worth celebrating. Better to plan your new life together with the same energy that you had for the wedding. Extend that joy out by planning the next few years and what you're both working for together. These insights are shared with you with the intentions of hopefully preventing another statistic. Record numbers of marriages end in divorce within 5 years. Love does not conquer all, and neither does throwing money at a wedding. Starter marriages, they're BS. Those are marriages where folks get married, they get quickie divorces, then they marry up again. If you're with the wrong person and you know it, wouldn't it be better just to wait? Why marry when you can't see a future together? But in your case, maybe you do, because you've thought it out. You're well planned. You two are a perfect fit. You really are one together. And you don't need a lot of all of that stuff to confirm and affirm that you two belong together. And that's really what counts.